Okay, hello everyone. My name is Emil Joseph, and I'm going to be demonstrating you how you can set up your folder redirection. So, as you can see here, as I'm showing to the screen that this is the server, and we're going to connect them together with the client. So the client is Windows 7, as you can see here. So yes, we're gonna be needing two computers. One is for the server and one is for the client. So before you do this, make sure that these two OS are connected to each other via network cables, or you can connect them both into a switch or in a router, whichever method you want. It will most likely be the same. Will be the same outcome. So as I'm demonstrating right now, I'm going to be using a virtual box, so that we can actually demonstrate you how you can set up the folder redirection. So what the folder redirection does is that you have your server, and the server wants to receive the information, the data coming from this client. So anything that is inside this client that has a folder or a file inside in this client, the server will be able to run it. Will be able to read it. We're going to be focusing more on the server when it comes to setting up uh, the folder redirection. So first, you gotta go to the documents. But if you don't see the documents, because this is a different version of Windows, uh, most likely it's gonna be in the computer. You're gonna go to local drive, and sorry, you're going to add a folder here. As you can see, I have another folder here, which is just for testing before recording this. Sorry. So we're gonna be making a new folder, call this folder redirection. Okay, so after this, so you're gonna go to your properties, and you're gonna go to share, and here you're going to add everyone, just add that, and here you're supposed to check read and write, since that there is no read and write here, and it only shows contributor or co-owner. We're gonna be safe to we're going to assume that these two might be the read and write. So, and the reader is probably the read only. So just to be safe, we're gonna use co-owner, because this is a different version of Windows, or an earlier version of Windows, so that which really explains why that we're not seeing the read and write, as you can see in the PDF. So hit share, and it's gonna say that folder. So it's share. Okay. So after that, okay. So we're not gonna do anything here, but before we do that, we're gonna be checking the. Okay, so make sure everything here in everyone, the permissions are always allowed. Okay, special permissions, I don't think that's necessary, but yes, but we're just gonna follow the steps here. So go to start, and you gotta go to administrative tools, and you're gonna go to server manager. Okay, so before you install Windows Server, you have to install the roles and the features of it before using it, because when you fresh install a Windows Server, they don't get pre-installed at the get-go. So you have to install them manually. Okay, so you're gonna go and click on click on features. Okay, so you're going to go to so you're gonna go under the group policy manager. Okay, so before you do anything that I'm doing right now, you have to make your own domain here. You gotta make your domain user ID here before doing this, because if you do this, if you do not do this, the server manager won't be able to show the features or the domain under this, so the force domain. So you're gonna go click domains to check this this plus box. Gonna go with Windows Server Domain. This is the server domain name that you make. Okay, so what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna go on create GPO on this domain and link it here. Now it says here that you can name this anything you want, but just for simplicity's sake, we're just gonna do with Windows server document box. Okay, and hit OK. So okay, so after you've done that, after you create a GPO or a yes, a GPO rather. So you're going to click you're gonna go and right click this and hit edit, and this will take you to the group policy manager editor. You're gonna go right click in documents. If you're wondering where the documents are, is right there in the policies in the Windows settings and the folder redirection. So you're gonna go and hit documents or whatever file or whatever folder you want to use. It's up to you. And you're gonna go hit on properties. Okay, so that's gonna show up, and this you're gonna go with target, and you just go with basic redirect everyone's folder to the same location, and this is where you're gonna be copy paste here the folder you want to link then to the network, so for the client to read it. So yeah, you're supposed to copy the source location of the folder. So here is the network path. Okay, I'm gonna go minimize that, and root path is copy paste this and apply. Okay, so if you have any folder setting that's not applied with the server, okay, I'm sorry, but just hit continue if you want to continue forward. Just hit OK. Once you're done with this, you can either hit run or use the CMD to update the group policy settings. So you gotta go with either uppercase or lowercase, doesn't really matter, it will still detect. GP update space force, sorry. Okay, G update space slash force. So hit enter, and it's gonna be updating the policy for a while. Okay, so it says here the following warning were encountered during the process. Okay, and you're supposed to say yes here. Okay, say yes. Say yes, and now it's done. Okay. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna be using your username here. I assume that you guys have already set up the Windows Server OS before doing this, because it's going to be very complicated to be doing this if you don't have all the resources installed and all the settings. Okay, so now that we finally done that, we're going to test this out with with our configure redirection. So and go to local disk As you can see in the folder redirection, just open that, and there it is, the administrator. Yeah, there's going to be like a another folder that has the folder you're going to make, but since I only redirect my administrator folder, I think to assume that this is already good. So see, here's the documents, and now we're going to go to proper. Yes, we're going to open this since there since that we disable all the restricted permissions. We're already good with this. So, but just to be safe, just to be sure, we're gonna go and security tab. All right. There's supposed to be continue here, but I'm assuming I don't. The owner is right there. Okay. So, yes, there it is. Administrator, full control, the system, no full control. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna be trying out the. Okay, so after we done all that, now we're in the client here. So what we're gonna be doing is we go to documents. This is the folder, the directory that we set up, so that every time that we make a folder, any files here, it will be sent back. It will be received by the server itself. So let's go and test like a text document. Anything will do. And we're gonna go to our server, and there it is. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so like overall, the VirtualBox is, you can say that if you have the advanced knowledge to boot these up, and you have a very powerful computer that can handle these two OS to work together, or be able to run at the same time, then this could be a good choice. But if you want to have an accurate approach of doing setting up folder redirections, I suggest that you would do it in a physical server and client, like two PCs that has two different OS, and yes, and they all connect to either directly from a crossover cable, Ethernet cable, or from a switch or in a router, whichever it is. So I'm only demonstrating you because this is more the more simplest way to record and demonstrate how it works. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this demonstration, and I really appreciate everyone who listens to this video or gets a little bit of reference every now and then, so that they will get to know more about how to set up folder redirection. So yes, thank you so much, and God bless.